雞公仔啊，尾啊彎啊彎啊，做人馬者啊十艱難啊！早起身啦，又話晏啦，哎呀晏咗啦我要去北室買嗰啲材料嚟煮俾我個少爺啦，我個少奶啦，我個老爺奶奶啦，仲有嗰啲少爺仔啊小姐啦，我唔同你講啦啊！你哋得去睇嗰個人講乜嘢蜜方乜嘢乜唔知啦，我遲到啦，拜拜。
Welcome back to the program. Now, most of us are familiar with the old wives' tale that the best cure for a cold is good old chicken soup.
I've heard that before. There might be some scientific truth to that tale because researchers say chicken soup does contain certain properties that help fight the flu.
Well, our grandparents certainly knew a thing or two about how to cure common ailments with safe natural ingredients, but as we modernize, much of their knowledge gets lost in time.
So our next guest has compiled over 100 home remedies from speaking with senior citizens in Singapore, and he's put them all together in a new book entitled Grandma's and Grandpa's Remedies.
Yeah, we're going to meet the author because I don't believe grandpas have any remedies. Usually all the grandmas, you know. Roger Poon is here to share with us his knowledge from compiling this book. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning.
So really, I mean, because it's always grandmas, women tend to be the more...
Yes, which is why this book is called Grandma's and Grandpa's Remedy. Most of the the contributors are grandmas.
Okay.
But there are some grandpas too, of course.
Well, it's interesting that you've compiled this book, and I'm wondering why nobody thought of it earlier. What actually triggered you to sit down and let's do this?
Well, I count my grandmothers, my aunts, my mom, and also my grandfathers, as my muse. They are the ones who, in the kitchen, they will tell me that, hey, if you have this problem, you can use this and that. So I thought, hey, my grandparents and my senior aunts, they have such knowledge. What about the other grandparents and so? So I thought, hey, it would be great to have this project go on whereby we spend 9 months going around Singapore, talking to various grandmas, grandpas, aunts, and collecting the remedies from them. And that's all this.
But you see, the thing is, they know that, oh, you should do this, you should do that. But if you ask them how come or why, they can't answer. So have you answered those questions?
Okay, what happened is this, during our daily life, the course of our daily life, we have some inconveniences like headaches, or insect bites and such. So, when despite having to go and buy the ready available medication, are there any other ways, at home that we can try or use? So that's where grandma and grandpa's knowledge comes in useful. Right. And it's always at this time where I say, oh no, grandma, I have this headache, what do I do? So grandma will say, well, go and take this lime and then you rub it on your temple. It will help you, you will feel more comfortable later on.
Why?
Why? Okay. Most of the time there are some common sense to it. For example, the lime, it has this acidic component inside. Okay, at the same time, the lime juice, it has some fragrance to it. And also it kind of have this property whereby once it evaporates my head, it kind of like make it kind of feels comfortable. So with all this in mind, this remedy works, it makes sense. Or for example, there's another very useful remedy will be using the chicken eggshell. People always think that the eggshell is the most, once I crack the egg open, I throw in the shells.
Right.
But the eggshell will, if you put at various corners of your house, it will help get rid of lizards.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Why? It has a scientific component because lizards' natural predator are the birds. So when lizard sees an eggshell, they will not hide it at your corner of your house anymore. They will run away. So that's why. So there's some commonsensical knowledge to these remedies.
And you explain all that in the book. That's great. I mean, I always want to know the reasons behind it.
Well, but to be fair, I think you've put a bit of effort to find out why. But sometimes when we do remedies, you just be like, even we do it. We say, oh, you put this and it got better when I used this. You don't know why, but you just tell your friends, yeah, maybe try this because it worked for me. I think that's how many of the traditions began. So let's dive in and talk about a few more of these old remedies.
Ginger.
Yes.
The ginger.
Ginger.
Okay, ginger. Ginger itself is a kind of a root. It has this property which helps relieve stomach aches and such. The older folks will tell you this. But when you slice the ginger and then you pan hit it a bit, you can use it to relieve headaches.
You mean slice it and just rub it?
slice it, pan it a bit.
Oh, pan it a bit.
Pan it a bit,
It's
yes.
warm.
Make it warm, yeah, and then you rub it on your temple. It has the same kind of remedy as that lime which I
Properties as
yeah.
lime, okay. What about garlic? We also hear, garlics are good, it prevents cancer, but how is this used in grandma's remedy?
Now, this garlic is quite amazing because it helps remove bacteria in your stomach. Now, if you do not ingest the garlic, do not eat the garlic, but you actually use it externally, it will also remove bacteria in the same line of thought.
What do you mean
So like you've got a fungus infect or no?
No, you see, Steve, we guys, we have to wear socks with our shoes and such. Sometimes we go gym and then our feet perspire, right?
Yeah.
So after wearing the socks and you remove the socks after with your when your feet is wet, your feet will get so itchy. You will stretch it and such. So instead of using your fingernails to stretch it and then transporting the bacteria from your feet to your other parts of body, if you happen to scratch your other part of body, use the garlic. Yeah.
Use the garlic to scratch.
Yes. Cut the garlic into half, with the husk intact, and then rub it on your feet. It will remove the bacteria on your feet, the fungus on your feet. Yeah, you'll feel much more relief, and your feet do not get wounds and such and scratch marks anymore. Because if you use your fingers, your feet will get.
Although the next time I take off my socks, people are going to get a surprise from the smell of garlic.
Then you use the lime remedy. Because the lime remedy helps remove the odor. Why is your feet? There's a smell because of the bacteria and the fungus. So if you use the garlic combined with the lime remedy, voila.
So always carry garlic and lime in your bag.
Especially when you travel, So you will know because you have to wear socks, in cold climate countries.
Yeah, although on the plane, if you kind of start rubbing your feet with garlic, you might scare a few of the other passengers off.
Not necessarily, because the lime is known to remove the garlic smell.
Okay.
Okay, we've had that. What about the humble vinegar? We heard that this one can relieve aches and pains.
Yes. The humble vinegar, it has about 5% kind of acidic component if you do research on internet and such. Now, this vinegar itself, grandmas used to use it to add in their cooking and such to make the meat softer. Using this line of thought, we have a few contributors who actually say that, if you have any insect bites or any so-called, if you wear a new shoe, you have some scratch marks or such. Now, as long as the wound is not open, it's not open wound, you apply a bit of this vinegar onto this your abrasions on your skin. It will recover in a more time. It has this softening property.
Vinegar is an amazing one. A lot for cleaning, especially. A lot of things it can be used for. But we're running out of time. I mentioned earlier the hard-boiled egg being rubbed on bumps and all that. Yeah, what about that one?
Okay, hard-boiled egg. It's an age-old remedy. If you haven't knocked your hair and then there's a bump, grandmas will use hard-boiled egg to rub. But there are other parts of the egg which is equally useful. Like the eggshell, remove get rid of the lizard and such. Yeah. The egg white can be used for facial.
I've heard of that before.
but the rubbing the hard-boiled egg, that works.
That works because of the heat and the nature of the hard-boiled egg. It provides some comfort. So all these remedies are meant.
It's going to be a hot egg.
Yes.
Warm, not really hot. Yeah.
Actually, I used that a lot when I was a kid. I was so clumsy, I got bruised everywhere. I fell down and hard-boiled eggs came to the rescue. Now, just one more question. The most bizarre, strangest one. I see a peacock feather.
Yes, the peacock feather. What is this for? Well, this is, we got this from Chinese grandma, but actually this is an Indian remedy. It gets rid of cockroaches. So putting peacock feather into your cupboard or dark corners, the cockroach will not stay there anymore. Why? We found out that maybe the component is actually this part of the peacock feather, the tail, where it releases. This is where there is this the smell of the peacock is. But some Indian friends will tell you that the eye of the peacock feather
will scare away.
Will hypnotize the cockroaches and they run away. But these are their explanations. But actually, it really is this tail, this part here.
Where do I find peacock feather? Go to the zoo.
No,
I'm just kidding.
We have friends selling this at Little India.
Yeah, I know.
Otherwise, you'll be going home and using a lot of hard-boiled eggs all over your body when you get beat up by the peacock.
Yes.
All right, Roger, thanks for coming in and sharing with us. Roger Poon sharing some home remedy knowledge from his new book entitled Grandma's and Grandpa's Remedies.
Yeah, well, these remedies may work for some mild ailments. You should persist Professional medical help, of course, if your problem worsens or persists, so do remember that.
Yeah, I think at the end of it, always know that if anything goes on for too long, you gotta go see a doctor to fix it.
I think I really scared the wits out of the two of you, huh? When it's
Yeah, we believe you, Suzanne, you know.
每一天的黄昏，他都会在这里。他讲的好吗？讲得好的话，哎呀，有意思啊！讲如何？你认为他讲的好呢？啊，你不用搭飞机哦，啊，你在这里呢就可以买那本阿嬷阿公祖传秘方的那个本子。 买了读了，你会很本事的 ，OK？See you， 拜拜。雞公仔未彎彎，做人馬這甚艱難啊！早早起身啊，又話晏我晏咗啦，要去筆室啊，嗰度買嗰啲，哎呀飛機啊，咁早有飛機啊！我哋間仔啊，尾啊彎啊彎啊，做人馬這甚艱難啊！早早起身啊，又話晏。